Oh, a little bit of brightness there.
Wake up,
Right now.
rise up, time to take a stand. Got your coffee in hand and a dream to expand. Greatness starts with the first sip.
Well, sometimes you got to pivot, guys. And,
A
well,
journey of
today's
a
one of those pivoting
thousand
days.
miles
And
begins with
hopefully there's not
one
too much
sip.
glare on my
Coffee with
face there.
Kim,
Try to get it a
where
little bit
dreams
better
ignite.
there. And there I am.
Take that first
And
step,
remember,
embrace the
greatness
fight.
starts with the first sip.
Every mile starts right here with courage
So for those
driving
of you
no
who
more
don't know me, I'm
fear.
Cam.
Greatness starts
There's
with the
nothing special
first
about
sip.
me. I'm just
Take that
your
step, don't
typical,
ever
average,
quit.
everyday guy. I've gone from morbidly obese to physically fit. I've overcome my legal blindness, my arthritis,
The road's long, but you're not
smoking
alone.
cigarettes, drinking beer,
Every
having my
episode's a
plantar
stepping stone,
removed,
a journey
and just
shaped,
living
a
life and
story
trying to become a
untold.
better version of myself each and every day.
With
And that's what
each
I want
new
for
day,
all of
watch
you
your
and each one of you.
future
And
unfold.
I'm doing that not for
Coffee
evergreen
with
content,
Kim, where
but trying
dreams
to
ignite.
embrace the change that I want to
Take that
become,
first
where
step,
I inspire
embrace the
others
fight.
to take that
Every
leap in their
mile
life, to
starts
find out what's
right
going to
here
drive
with
them, propel
courage
them forward,
driving
and
no more
give
fear.
them a better life.
Greatness starts
And
with the
each and every
first
day,
sip.
I'm coming at you
Take
guys
that
at 10
step,
o'clock.
don't ever quit.
And yeah, exploring what's going on in my life, what's real to me in the moment, and how together we can create a better society. And
Grab your
today,
cup,
it all is
take a
about and
stand.
starting with
You're on your way
taking that
with
first step,
coffee and Kim.
chucking away societal norms, chucking away what society wants, chucking away everything. Because at the end of the day, the only person whose opinion matters is your own. There is no one better than you. There's nobody worse than you on this planet. Nobody's
So
choices,
grab your
nobody's life is better or inferior to you. And that's one of the biggest flips and switches in my life. And once I realized that the only person that matters is me, I've learned how to help other people, not by trying to manipulate them for their time or energy, not by some sense of moral superiority or self righteous indignation, but just being the change that I want to embrace in the world, helping others by showing them that there's a different way to live your life. And it all starts with the first sip. So let's talk about it. A week ago today, I was probably at one of the lowest points of my life. In fact, at around just got off doing coffee with Cam, going about my usual routine for the day, and got a knock at the door. It was my landlord. He was in tears. He was crying. He had an eviction notice for me because, well, his family's two members of his family are in really bad health, a lot of health bills. He's got to streamline his life right now, and the building that we're living in can't be up to code and can't be sold. So he's going to demo the building and sell the property. And so I got I got notice that I'm going to have to move by the end of May. And two things could have happened at that moment in time. I could have railed and been angry and been bitter about that, or I could see it for what it was, an opportunity for change, an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for a new chapter in life. And I hugged him. I said, I completely understand. I know what you're going through. You've always been there for me. And at this point in time, I'll be there for you. And I didn't get down on myself. I didn't worry about what was going to happen because I know that the universe will provide me with the necessary resources to live my best life, to improve myself, to improve the fortunes for those around me. And I don't have to worry about the minutia, how it looks, what's going to happen. And within 4 hours of that eviction notice coming my way, my wife had posted on Facebook that this was happening and everything like that. And a friend of mine, acquaintance of mine, reached out and said, "Hey Cam, I think I've got a place for you. I'm out of town for the next couple of weeks, but when I get back on the 27th, uh, come and take a look, see if it suits you. I'll give you a really good deal." And the price was right in my ballpark of my price range, especially given the state of inflation and real estate prices right now. And yeah, so it looks like everything's going to come out roses on that front because I didn't get down on myself. I didn't worry about what was going to happen. I just knew that everything was going to work out the way that it should. And that's how you have to live your life. You just have to trust that the universe will provide you with the necessary resources in order to fulfill your destiny in life. And that's how I live my life each and every day. And I'm so happy about that. I'm so excited for this new opportunity that's coming up. As much as I hate moving, like lifting shit, moving shit, going through shit, it's not my favorite thing in the world. I'm sure nobody's favorite thing in the world. However, it's I'm looking at it as an opportunity this time, not as a, oh, woe is me, what's going to happen. It's just, hey, everything is happening for its divine purpose, and I'm good with that. And I'm happy about that, and I'm stoked. And yeah, it's the same with everything else in your life. Money, it doesn't matter. It's all around us. There's an abundance of it. And as long as you're not putting all of your time, attention, and focus on it, you can create greatness. And that's the way to create greatness is by setting aside your worries, setting aside your cares, setting aside your doubts, pushing through the fear, and just going for what you love and what you want to do each and every single day. And I could get all hellfire and brimstone about this plugging and saying, getting into the evergreen content and saying, this is how you do it. This is how it should be done. But I'm not about that. I'm about how I do it, how I've changed my life, how I've changed my thought process, my ways of thinking. And at the end of the day, my way is no better than anyone else's. My way, my challenges, how I want to transcend my life from the mundane to the magical is individualized to me. What's going to keep me motivated each and every day is going to be completely different than somebody else. All I can do is each and every day go forth and become a better version of myself and realize that everyone in this life is only a reflection of you. Your choices, your thought patterns, your beliefs, your actions shape your personality, which in turn creates your personal reality. And everybody that responds to you in any way, any circumstance that you've ever found yourself up against has been for your benefit. And when you can look about that with gratitude and appreciation instead of judgment, bitterness, shame, guilt, that's when the world becomes your oyster. Just hold on a second, guys. That gets rid of the glare a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying, it doesn't matter how you choose to live your life, as long as you're grateful for each and every opportunity, each and every challenge that's presented itself, each and every trauma that's reared its ugly head in your lifetime. And that's when the magic happens. That's when life gets better. And like I say, when I come on here each and every day, it's about what's alive for me in the moment. There's no script, there's no polish, there's no idea other than what the universe says to me alive in each second. And that was one of my hardest things to do was to say, oh my God, I'm a perfectionist. I need to have points and bullet points and go back and worry about what's going on here on this whiteboard and everything like that. And it's no, it's not about that. It's about speaking and getting out of that analysis paralysis and just vamping on E, basically, doing my 12 bar blues. And it's made me such a happier person because I'm not concerned about how things happen. I'm not concerned about whether I offend somebody, whether people agree with me. I'm just letting it flow. I'm just doing my best to try to inspire others to take a look into their own lives and see what they want, what they're destined to become. And I know that each one of us are capable of it. I've gone from not being able to make it from the couch to the washroom because I couldn't walk. I've developed mechanisms to allow me to function as being society, and it's okay. I am okay, I do not define myself by my limitations because I know in this world that's comprised entirely of energy that anything is possible. And as long as I focus on possibilities, as long as I focus on expansion, as long as I don't berate other people or judge other people for the way that they choose to live their lives, and I just focus on trying to be expansive and on my own shit, that's when I can be the best version of myself that I want to be. Sure, I don't have the production quality of a professional outlook. I don't have the greatest speaking voice yet. I'm just working on honing my skill sets each and every day. And like I say, whether I speak for 5 seconds, 5 minutes, or 5 hours, I'm doing that each and every day, not to try to convince other people that my way of thinking is correct, because I know it isn't. My way of speaking and thinking is correct for me. But I've seen what happens when you flip that switch. I've seen the magic that can come when you let go of doubt, of hate, and you start taking that committed, consistent, imperfect action. And I'm going from cringe to comfortable to confident to compelling on screen each and every day. And those messages that I've been honing for these last few months as I've been doing this each and every day is working me towards that outlier capacity. And if you're not familiar with Outliers, it was a book written back in the 90s, I believe, and it took 10,000 hours in order to master a skill set. And as I speak each and every day, I'm working towards that 10,000 hours. And I love it and I enjoy it. And it's so much fun just doing something different, something that is strictly for me. And I know that as long as I keep doing that, more and more people are going to take notice. And I'm not going to be on my deathbed saying, shit, I fucked up. I left my life with my music still inside of me. And as I speak each and every day and I become more confident about speaking each and every day, I become a better version of myself each and every day. And it doesn't matter what I have or what somebody else has or what I don't have. I'm grateful for everything that I do have in life. I'm appreciative of every opportunity that's come around my way. I'm grateful for each person who has entered my life because they have set up the building blocks where anything is possible, where I can focus on greatness as opposed to focusing on bitterness, resentment, and jealousy. I know that there is no such thing as a superior moral code. I know there is no such thing as what's an external thing that's going to make you happy. I know that everything is happening all at once, everything everywhere. I know encoded into my DNA is everything that has happened, can happen, and is happening. And that's the secret. Once you realize, once you know for certain, and whether you call it the Holy Spirit that floats around us, whether you call it chi, whether you call it the force, whether you call it the quantum energy field, it's all the same thing. Matter doesn't matter. God never created a chair, as my friend Matt always says. It starts with an idea, and nothing can manifest itself until it first becomes an idea. And when you focus on those ideas and you focus your energy towards what you can create, as opposed to what's stopping you, what's holding you back, the universe will give you what you focus your time, attention, energy on. And that's about making choices. That's about living your life. That's about becoming a better version of yourself each and every day. And it doesn't matter what anybody else does. Your motivation needs to be yourself. And as my hat flows off my head and my volume probably comes crazy, that might be the universe's way of telling me it's time to shut up for the day. Or maybe it's telling me, are you going to take that as a setback or are you just going to keep moving forward and pushing through? And today I'm going to just keep pushing through. And that's important to me. It doesn't matter if there's things that could be edited out to make it more conducive to the braying masses and the sheeple out there, or you can just roll with it and move forward and keep pushing through and keep fighting through. Because that's what I want for each of you. I want each of you to look inside your own life and decide, yes, I know what's going to make me happy. And it's nothing external, and it's nothing that society says should make me happy, and it's nothing about what my friends or family should make me say should make me happy. It's about being true to myself each and every day. And that isn't about manipulating other people for their energy or trying to sell them on a program or I only want to sell people on themselves. And at the end of the day, I know that I can solve the paradox. What's the paradox, you say? Well, it's pretty simple, actually, because the paradox is that each choice you've made in life has set up yourself for where you are right now. You are 100% responsible for each choice you've ever made in life. Now, as that is true, what is also true is that you are responsible for everyone else as well and trying to improve them. Now, think about that. You're responsible for your own actions, and you're also responsible for everyone else's actions. And how do you come and conjoin these into one theory, one philosophy? You do what you can and embrace the change you want to create in the world. And you don't judge other people for the way that they want to live their lives. You don't acknowledge the fact that somebody's got something that you don't have, somebody's had a better lot in life. Everything comes down to you and how you want to live your life. I've tuned out the news because what Donald Trump says, what Justin Trudeau says, what Chrystia Freeland says, what Pierre Poilievre says, doesn't matter. All that matters is how I live my life. And I want to live my life becoming a better version of myself each and every day. And in so doing, inspire other people to do the same thing. So at the end of the day, that's who I am. That's what I want to do. And I know that it's possible for each one of us. I know that the magic is there, and I believe in you. And I want you to go forward. I want you to look at your life, see what's going to make you happy each and every day, and just start doing it. Because money doesn't matter as long as you trust that the universe will provide you with the necessary resources to do what drives you in life. So figure out what that is and go for it. Take that first step, take that leap, and become the change you want to see in the world. Judge not lest you be judged. You are no superior or inferior to anyone else. I am no superior or inferior to anyone else. I'm just a guy, and I'm living my best life, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having better and better luck each and every day because I'm focusing on possibilities, not resentment, hurt, self righteous indignation, martyrdom. I'm just pushing through the fear. And on the other side of that fear is greatness. And on that other side of fear is love. I love you all. Hope you have an awesome day. And remember, greatness starts with the first sip.